Hey guys, so today I'll be talking about the causes and effects of the stress in the medical field. This topic really interested me because when I go to a hospital, I see physicians do their job so perfectly, so calmly, and so stress-free. And that's not the case in most cases. Usually they're overworked. And there's cases of medical burnout where they're emotionally, physically, and mentally exhausted. And early cases happen when they're preparing for the USMLE, the United States Medical Licensing Exam. And if they don't burn out, they're fully burn out, because when they can't continue on, the physicians that do pass go into hospitals and they start seeing patients. As they see more and more patients that are hurt and suffering, and then when it will affect them emotionally and mentally. But as physicians see patients and have to diagnose them right away, it can be a little tricky because sometimes they have to know what drug to prescribe, and there's a lot of drugs that they can't prescribe. But sometimes doctors aren't perfect, basically, and they sometimes need time to find out what's wrong with you and to see what's the best medical treatment for you. But if the patient becomes rude, there can be cases where a medical mistake can happen. Basically, they prescribe the wrong drug because the patient wants to be fixed back to normal right away. But there's been about 98,000 people that have died because of medical mistakes, like during surgery, or they've been prescribed the wrong drug. This will affect the doctor mentally and emotionally a lot, because who wants to have in their conscience that they killed someone by accident? And this can burn the physician out, as after being burnt out and they continue to work, they'll probably go on to using prescription drugs which they prescribe to themselves, and it's not any use for them. Or they'll go to alcohol to stop the mental and emotional pain that they feel. In most cases, their license will be revoked eventually because someone tells on them, and or they commit another medical mistake. After that, sometimes cases can lead into suicide, and it leads to suicide, and yeah. That's the causes and effects of stress in the medical field.